Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the intercostal muscles. So first we should know what is meant by intercostal space, then what is meant by intercostal muscles. So the space which is seen between adjacent ribs, that space is called intercostal space. What is meant by that? See here we can see the ribs. Now we can see a space between two adjacent ribs. This space it is known as the intercostal space. That space is filled with the muscles. Those muscles are known as intercostal muscles. Within each intercostal space, the intercostal muscles are arranged in three layers. So, what is meant by intercostal muscle? The muscles which is seen in this space. See, this one is the first intercostal space, second intercostal space, third intercostal space. Like that, we are having the intercostal spaces here on right and left sides. So that space is filled with the intercostal muscles, and those muscles are arranged in three layers. What is meant by intercostal space? That point is clear. Intercostal muscle. What is meant by intercostal muscle? That point is also clear. Now we are going to see the details of that intercostal muscle. See, it is arranged in three layers. So what are the three layers? See here in this image, we can see the intercostal muscles. See, intercostal muscles here. External intercostal, internal intercostal, transversus thoracis. These are the three layers. See, external intercostal, internal intercostal, then transversus thoracis. This transversus thoracis it is having three parts: subcostalis, intercostalis intimae, then sternocostal. These are the three parts of this transversus thoracis. So first we are going to see the details of this external intercostal muscle. External intercostal muscle originates from lower border of the rib, insertion to the outer lip of the superior or upper border of the next lower rib. What is meant by that? See, it is arising from, so imagine this is the third rib and this one is the fourth rib. See, this is the external intercostal muscle here. So this external intercostal muscle is arising from the lower border of this third rib. From there, it runs downward and inserted to the upper border of the next lower, means here it is fourth rib. So it is arising from the lower border of the third rib inserted to the upper border of fourth rib. That is what? Origin from lower border of one rib insertion to the upper border of a rib below. That means next lower rib. Okay, next lower rib. Which part of the upper border? See, it is inserting to the outer lip of the upper border. So what is meant by that? See here. See, this is the upper border. And this one is a lower border of this rib. This upper border is having two lips, outer lip and inner lip. So this muscle is inserting to outer lip of the upper border of next lower rib. See the origin and insertion once again. See, it is arising from lower border of one rib. From there it runs downward and inserted to outer lip of upper border of next lower rib. That is what the external intercostal muscle. Now the internal intercostal muscle. It is arising from the floor of the costal groove of one rib insertion to the inner lip of upper border of next lower rib. Means how? See, this is the floor, or this one is a costal groove. Here this dotted line represents the costal groove. See, this is the costal groove. So this muscle is arising from this costal groove of one rib. From there, it runs downward and inserted to the upper border of next lower rib. See here in this image, this one is the internal intercostal arising from the costal groove. That point is not there. From there, it runs downward. This fibers runs downward and inserted to the upper border of next lower rib. Okay, which part of the upper border? Inner lip. See this external intercostal to the outer lip of the upper border, internal intercostal to the inner lip. Okay, so those are the important points of this external intercostal muscle and the internal intercostal muscle. Now, the third one, transversus thoracis. Transversus thoracis. I already told you it is having three parts. What are they? Subcostalis, intercostalis intimae, and sternocostalis. Now we are going to see the details of those. First one, intercostalis intimae. They arise from Middle two-fourth of the ridge above the costal groove. What is meant by that? Middle two-fourth of the ridge above the costal groove. Here we already identified the costal groove. Now above the costal groove, prominent ridge is there. See this one. Now the tip of the cursor is on the ridge. So this is what the ridge above the costal groove. So it is arising. This muscle is arising from middle part of the ridge. Means only from this area. Okay. So from here, so origin is clear. It is arising from the middle two-fourth means middle part of the ridge above the costal groove. Insertion to the inner lip of the upper border of next lower rib. Same like that of the internal intercostal. From this ridge, this muscle fibers runs downward and inserted to the upper border of the next lower rib. So that is what the intercostalis intimate. See here. Now here in this image we can see the external intercostal, internal intercostal, and intercostalis intimate. See this is the external intercostal arising from the lower border of one rib. From there it runs downward and inserted to the upper border of next rib. It's part of the upper border, outer lip of the upper border. Now the second muscle which is arising from this groove, costal groove, internal intercostal. Okay, so internal intercostal is arising from the costal groove. From there it runs downward and inserted to the upper border, which is about inner lip of the upper border of next to lower rib. Now the third one, intercostalis intimus arises from this ridge seen above the costal groove. From there it runs downward and inserted to the same upper border. Now subcostalis arising from inner surface of the rib near the angle. Insertion to the inner surface of the rib, inner surface of 2 or 3 ribs below. What is meant by that? First we will say the origin. Origin from the inner surface of the rib near the angle. See here, this is the posterior end of the rib, and approximately here comes the angle of the rib. Okay, this is the anterior end of the rib. So anyway, this area here comes the angle. So this muscle arising from the inner surface of this rib near the angle. From there it runs downward and inserted to this inner surface of rib, 2 or 3 ribs below. So origin from the inner surface of rib near the angle, that one is clear. Insertion to the inner surface of 2 or 3 ribs below. Now stenocostalis. Stenocostalis origin from lower one-third of posterior surface of the body of the sternum, posterior surface of the xiphoid process of sternum, and posterior surface of the costal cartilage of lower 3 to 4 true ribs near the sternum. We'll see the origin first. See, this is a manubrium sternum, and this one is the body of the sternum. This is the xiphoid process of the sternum. So this one is a stenocostalis. Okay, so some fibers are arising from this xiphoid process. This is the posterior surface of the xiphoid process. This is the posterior surface of the body and posterior surface of the manubrium. Means this is the posterior view of the sternum. Okay, so some fibers are arising from the sternum, xiphoid process of the sternum. Some other fibers are arising from this body of the sternum. So first 2 points are clear. It is arising from posterior surface of the body of the sternum, not from the complete posterior surface, only from the lower one-third. Correct now? See, these fibers are arising from lower part of the body. See, body extends from here to here. See, this is what the body of the sternum. So fibers are arising from only from the lower part of the body. So posterior surface of lower part of the body of the sternum, then posterior surface of the xiphoid process. Then here comes the costal cartilage. Some fibers are arising from the costal cartilage. From there, these fibers runs upward. Now we'll see the insertion. Insertion to the costal cartilage of second to sixth rib. See, this is the second rib. Second to sixth rib. So from this area, this fibers runs upward and inserted to the costal cartilage of these ribs. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth rib. So this muscle, this is what the stenocostalis. Okay. So these are the intercostal muscles. So stenocostalis, subcostalis, then intercostalis intimate. These 3 muscles comes under the heading transversus thoracic. Okay. Then internal intercostal muscle, external intercostal muscle. These are the muscles. These are the intercostal muscles. Now supply is supplied by intercostal nerve, and the action is a respiratory muscle. So it helps it helps in the respiration. Okay, the remaining details that you have to read.